Here's what you need to understand. Every promised land requires a leap of faith. You cannot just hope and pray and then you do nothing. Sabi sa Bible, faith without action is dead. I may be quoting some verses in here, but please also understand, whatever your religious belief is, I respect it. This is how I live. Like every morning, I read my Bible, study, meditate. And I just want to share with you what I learned along the way. But I'm not forcing you to believe a certain belief, religious. Just want to be clear. Every promised land requires a leap of faith. When you register in this program, is that a leap of faith? That's right. Sir John, ang hirap ng buhay ngayon. Pambili ko na lang ng relos to. In-enroll ko pa sa'yo. Huwag kang mag-alala. If you're gonna work together, someday magkakaroon ka ng tindahan ng relos. How about that? We'll talk about some of the fears and then pag-uusapan natin because again, this is not about being fearless, but one of the things is validating our fears. Now, in your worksheet, meron dyan tinatawag na I do analysis, the I do analysis. Nakita po ninyo? If you have a project in mind, but for some reason, hindi mo ma-execute. Anyone here? May idea ka sa isip mo, hindi mo ma-execute. You go through with this. When I have doubts and fears, I go through this simple worksheet. Why do we have to do this worksheet? You see a clearer picture if your fears are valid or not. When you separate your fears, you write it down on paper, you can see clearer. Parang nawala yung emotional mo, yung pagiging emotion mo, na-detach once it is in paper. You can see better. Because most of our fears, sa utak lang natin, and if you just like sit there in our minds, nadidrain yung utak natin. Ibig sabihin, you have an idea, I think this will work, I think this will sell. And then magkikick in yung survival mechanism mo, what if walang bumili, I don't know how to create an online course, how do I sell it, how do I market, I don't know a lot of stuff, ay nako, manonood na nga lang ako ng Itbulaga. That's what happens. Okay, now on your left-hand column, I would like you to write it down. What is the worst thing that can happen if you do this project? What is the worst thing that can happen if I do this project? Pag ginawa ko tong project na to, tong online course na to, ni-launch ko, ano yung worst thing that can happen? Can you write it down? Yung realistic na worst thing, hindi yung ni-launch ko tong online course na to, nahati ang mundo sa dalawa. Nag-untugan ang planeta. Huwag naman gano'n. What is the worst thing realistic can happen? Do not overthink it. It doesn't have to be a whole sentence. It could be just like one word. Pero ano yung worst thing that can happen? Okay. Now, let's go to the second column. Now, what I'd like you to do is completely the opposite. I want you to write down what is the best thing that can happen. If I launch this online course, this can happen. Like the good things, the best thing, yung mga possibilities. Ano ba yung mga posibilidad? When I launch this online course, ano yung mga magandang pwedeng mangyari in Tagalog? Ano ba yung magagandang pwedeng mangyari if I release this online course? Now, I want you to look at your worksheet right now. Left column, right column. Itaas po ninyo yung kamay ninyo. If you have more stuff on your left-hand side, yung more the worst thing. Pakitaas, yung mas marami kang nasulat sa worst thing. Okay, 1, 2 at the back, 3. Itaas ang kamay nung mas maraming nakasulat sa the best thing that can happen. Taas ang kamay. Look around, guys. Keep your hands up. Taas ang kamay. Look around. Look back, guys, so you guys can see that probably 99% of you have more of the possible things that can happen. This is how you turn your fear into something that you're gonna take action on. Because it's easy to focus on 1, 2 things. You focus on the 2 negative things, the worst thing that can possibly happen, you tend to ignore the 20 best thing that can happen in an online course. That's how our brain works. Again, yung survival mechanism. It's naturally we think about the negative and you won't take action. That is a problem. Wait, before you go, do not forget to click that red subscribe button below. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching.